You know that feeling. It's 3 a.m. You should be dead asleep, but instead you're lying there staring at the ceiling and something inside you just switched on. Suddenly you want to fix everything. Start the business, hit the gym, learn the skill, become the person you've been putting off becoming for months, maybe years. The plan feels clear. The energy feels real. You're mentally rewriting your entire life at 3 in the morning, and it feels like the most natural thing in the world. And then the alarm goes off, and it's gone. Just like that. Gone. You're lying in the same bed, in the same life, except now you're also exhausted. Why does this keep happening? Because what you felt at 3 a.m. wasn't random. It wasn't sleep deprivation messing with your head. It wasn't some emotional glitch you should ignore. It was actually the most honest your brain gets all day. Here's why. During the day, your brain never stops working. Notifications, conversations, decisions, obligations. The part of your brain responsible for logic and judgment, the prefrontal cortex, is running nonstop, filtering everything, keeping you realistic, keeping you cautious. It's also keeping you small, because every time you start to dream a little too big, that part of your brain steps in, reminds you how long things take, how many people have tried and failed, how embarrassing it would be to start something and not finish it, how you have work tomorrow. It's not trying to hurt you, it's trying to protect you, but protection and growth are not the same thing. Then night comes, the noise fades, the notifications stop, the social pressure disappears, and slowly, hour by hour, that rational, cautious part of your brain starts to quiet down, and something else wakes up. The part of you that actually wants things, not the watered down, socially acceptable, responsible version of what you want. The real version, the unfiltered version, the version that doesn't come with disclaimers. At 3 a.m., the critics in your head are finally asleep, and that's when you hear yourself. There's also something happening chemically. When your mind starts building these visions of a better life, your brain releases dopamine. Not because you achieved anything, because you imagined achieving it. And that feeling, that electric, anything is possible feeling, that's dopamine. It feels like motivation. It feels like clarity. Because it is. The problem isn't that the feeling is fake. The problem is what happens to it when morning arrives. Cortisol kicks in, the stress hormone. It brings back the weight of everything, the bills, the responsibilities, the memory of every time you tried something and it didn't go the way you planned. Your logical brain wakes back up and starts doing what it's trained to do, talking you out of things. So the version of yourself that was ready to change everything at 3 a.m. gets overruled by the version of yourself that just wants to get through the day. And this happens again and again and again until the 3 a.m. feeling starts to feel like a joke, like something you can't trust, like your brain just being dramatic. But here's what's really going on. 3 a.m. is the only time most people are completely alone with themselves. No performance, no image to maintain, no one to impress or disappoint. Just you and the quiet and the gap between who you are and who you thought you'd be by now. That gap is uncomfortable, but it's also honest. And in that honesty, your brain finally gives you a clear signal about what actually matters to you. Underneath the routine, underneath the scrolling, underneath the version of yourself you show the world every day, the 3 a.m. feeling isn't you being dramatic. It's you being real. So what do you do with it? Not act impulsively. Not send the text or make the decision or overhaul your life at 3 in the morning while you're running on 4 hours of sleep. But don't dismiss it either. Write it down, not a plan, not a to-do list. Just the feeling, the thing you wanted, the person you saw yourself becoming for those few quiet hours before the morning took it away. Because that version of you lying awake at 3 a.m., buzzing with energy, ready to build something that's not the irrational you. That's the unguarded you, the one with nothing left to prove and nothing left to hide, the one who finally has enough silence to remember what they actually want. Most people meet that version of themselves every few weeks, feel it deeply, then let the morning talk them out of it, and spend their whole lives wondering why they feel stuck despite wanting more so badly. Don't be most people. The burst of energy you feel at 3 a.m. is not a malfunction. It's a message, and it's been trying to reach you for a long time. The only question is whether you're finally ready to listen.